let's take a moment to talk about propaganda. Now, I warned y'all that this weather was gonna start getting mad wild, and then we ain't even tipped the iceberg, okay? But anyways, the snow that we have gotten this year is crazy sauce, and I say this year as in the snow months, all of the snow months together, not just 2026, but 2025, all the burr months. You know what I'm saying? Up until now. Anyways, we're still in snow season for a lot of states. And so in Washington Heights, this newscaster was outside talking to people about all the wonderful, luscious, white mystery dust that's on the ground that brings all the wonder and just spring daisies and cinnamon and butterflies and rainbow feelings from when you were a child, all the nostalgia, as she coined it, right? And so she stopped to talk to some of the patrons, and she talks to this one guy, and he's like, yeah, well, yeah, sure, girl. Well, this morning I seen several people sleeping in doorways because they didn't have any place to live, because companies own more of the housing market than people do. Not even banks anymore. Companies, corporations. And she took the mic back and was like, oh, well, we're kind of talking about, like how all the nostalgia from like when you were a kid, it gives you all those same vibes and stuff like that. And he was like, yeah, oh my God, you talk about those wonderful days back when people could afford rent, when people could afford to eat and have health care. Huh? Is that what we're talking about? Because this morning, in reality, there were still people who can't afford to have a place to lay their head. And she took that mic back so fast, because again, the propaganda is to keep you oblivious to what's actually going on. Forget the fact that some people didn't eat this morning. Forget the fact that people don't have modes of transportation to get to work. Forget the fact that there's not enough work for people because AI is taking over. Forget the fact that they're outsourcing a lot of jobs and sending them overseas for pennies on the dollar, and you can't afford to eat and house yourselves and educate your children and things of that nature. Remember the nostalgia. It's words like nostalgia. It's phrases like "Make America Great Again" that just make me want to pray real hard. That's the best thing I could do, because what reality are you people living in, and why do you choose to try to use this nonsense to keep people oblivious, right? And then everything works until it doesn't, because right now you have a job to keep people ignorant until you no longer choose to be ignorant, or your ignorance isn't useful anymore, and now you don't have a job, and then you're going to be the very person on the street like, this isn't right, this isn't fair,